what a revelation this chapter was. Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at chapter 30 and going over key details revealed to us. We start things off with the Madalan mothership, which appears to be this moon-like structure with very high-tech circuitry. Honestly, it feels like something straight out of Star Wars, cold and mechanical. And then, surprise, Uki is alive, or at least what's left of him is. As long as their alien essence isn't destroyed and can be recovered, the Madalan are essentially immortal. Uki proceeds to give the other aliens the rundown of the Aura King himself, Jashi, and how Uki got beat without even knowing what it was that took him out. Pao, being the skeptic that he is, doubted Uki was actually beat by a demon and gave the hypothesis that Daikokuzan somehow came back and defeated him. Uki immediately shuts this down, insulted that Pao would even suggest he confused his enemies like Pao would. The Madalans then begin analyzing the unknown energy released from Uki's destroyed compression body, and they identify it as mana. The next panel shows us a bit more detail on the aliens and their bodies. We then get more detail on Madalan physiology. Uki's essence is contained inside a capsule, likely holding him together until a new compression body can be created, or his particle fragments can recover. This is their first official confirmation that their bodies could be destroyed by beings on this planet. So this leaves even Galua surprised and interested. Galua decides the fastest way to gain intel is simple: interrogate the humans, and we immediately cut to a chilling panel of Galua looking directly down at Halo. Galua explains that Madalan's tracked targets through photons, and trace particles remained on Halo's sword after he deflected their attack back at the hideout. Then, without hesitation, Galua attacks. Halo defends using his mana sword, and the group rushes in to save Halo. They use the erupting cactus, but being the tank he is, they have no effect. Pakia takes a stimulant and goes full beast mode. Blocked effortlessly, the two attack in unison but do diddly squat, as they can't even manage to put a dent into Galua's armor. Galua actually praises them, but then delivers a brutal reality check. They're still weaker than the space fleets that the humans of Celestia had. Then Bastz makes his move. He absorbs energy from the surrounding soil and fires it using his pile injection transformation device. This finally surprises Galua. Not enough to dodge, but enough to take notice. We see something unprecedented, a crack in Galua's outer shell. The curse technology actually worked. Bastz then traps Galua inside an orb, and I say traps loosely because Galua looks more amused than threatened. He's enjoying the new energy input. Bastz asks Galua what's inside his armor, and that question changes everything. Galua becomes serious. This confirms Bastz isn't just utilizer of the high tech, he's beginning to understand alien systems. Halo, being the man that he is, then offers to stay and talk to the alien and tells the others to leave. They then exchange words, and Halo explains a bit more about mana so he can get more info into their own motivations. Halo pieces it together. They must have encountered a demon lord. Halo tries to negotiate and offer to team up, but no bueno. Galua easily escapes the orb he was contained in, then explains the alien's goal. Like I said in previous videos, they have no interest in human life and see them as nothing more than bugs. Exterminating all humans is their end goal, which makes them even worse than the demons. Just as Galua got ready to attack, Bastz and the gang return, and he fires a special bullet from his transformation turret. Galua doesn't appear to take Bastz too seriously, but still covers his head to protect the cracked spot. Then he gets sent flying by the impact, so strong it leaves a crater in the wall behind him. Parts of Galua's essence comes out as he's sent back, and the blast even managed to shatter some of his outer shell's head. And then the reveal. Bastz admits the first shot wasn't an attack, it was a plug, used to absorb energy from the vast surrounding area. The shot pans down, showing all life in the area being expelled. Bastz then erases the tracking protons using the capture ball, which means Halo couldn't be tracked anymore. Galua goes into brawn mode and lifts the giant boulder that he was buried under. Realizing that the tracking tech was removed and learning that a demon lord is causing havoc on their ship, he decides to go back and assist his team. The gang then find an untouched tunnel and are soon to arrive at Spiral Mountain. We then learn that Bastz got a chance to capture a speck of Galua that spilled out. And that's where chapter 31 leaves us. The Madalans now know for a fact that mana exists, that it can destroy compression bodies, and that humans, specifically these humans, are capable of injuring something they consider superior life. Galua leaving isn't a retreat out of fear, but out of priority. A demon lord disrupting the mothership is a bigger variable than a handful of humans for now. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are of the chapter down below. Thanks for watching.